Hi everyone, this is Patricia from Minto, New Brunswick today, and I believe today is it the 23rd? Not sure, but today is Wednesday. Yes, it is the 23rd. My time goes by so fast. Today I just want to maybe go into the next part of trying to figure out why I am who the way I am, and so with that, I just wanted to say that going through my past and then up to having children that God blessed me with, is some hurt which I can't change. And when you are someone like me who had cancer at 21, and my whole life was wanting children of my own, and then finding I couldn't have any because of cancer, and like I am a cancer survivor 3 times, and I'm thankful that I am a survivor. My sister went and passed at 69, my brother at 64. My mom was 85, my dad was 69. And I just thought to myself, if I can get by that 69, which I have, I'm 71, I'm blessed. I've got a fire on, I'm just going to let you see that. Today we can burn until 2 o'clock, so I'm burning garbage. And so with that being said, there was times in our family life that after raising our children and during the time of raising our children, you know, your kids don't like you. I didn't like my mom sometimes either, and I'm sorry for that. And I'm sorry that life sometimes is the way it is, but it is, and we have to grow up some to just honor and respect those that we had a hard time ourselves with. And but being hurt nonetheless, because I'm a very sensitive person, and now with this one person in my life that I really want a relationship, for the past 23 maybe years, it's been very lacking. There was some times that we would gather together and be a family, but since then it's been very once a year, and that hurts because I love each one of my children dearly. And parents make mistakes, your children make mistakes, but you try to guide them and direct them in the path, right? And I'm not saying that my family isn't sluggish in what they do for a living. They're all good workers, and they've accomplished. And even if they didn't, they would be, when you grow up with not much, but you get by with what your mom can do, then I'm thankful. And but anyway, so there's a relationship that is a bit strained for whatever reason. I've said I was sorry for anything that's keeping us apart, and most likely it is. And I really can't say, and I don't want to cause any blame to anyone. So instead of saying what I think possibly it is, because this person moved, I should say, to be closer to meet, and found that they had siblings. Parents got married 5 years later after the birth, and that wasn't my fault. I loved and cared for this child from the day they were 8 years old, or sorry, 8 days old. So that has caused a lot of hurt within me when you cry so much on the inside and you just feel like you're going to die. And with that, I have, we're getting older. My husband is 79, and he's walking like he is 79. His legs and his hips and his back and everything is beginning to hurt. And I wonder, like today, what am I going to do? What should we do? Should we put our house on the market? What do we have to do to be able to sell it and get the money out of it that we paid for it? And I just don't know what to do anymore. And I know I need to trust in the Lord to help me make the decisions that are needed, and to be happy, to be content, and to just love the Lord with all my heart and soul. And sometimes I find myself lately, I haven't given everything to God. I've been busy doing other things and not spending time with Him, and I'm sorry for that. Oh, I just want to be able to please Him. I want to feel at peace in my life, and I want the relationship with all three of my family that we raised, and for them to all be in relationship with one another, not having bitter feelings against each other, but just loving the Lord and loving each other, loving God and loving each other, right? There's a song out there that says that. And right now, that is where some of my heartache is today. Look at this beautiful bee balm. And I have, these are the ones my husband bought me, but here are the ones I planted from seed. Here's one starting right there. And then I've got a few others. And my marigold is coming very nicely. I picked a handful of beans today, by the way, guys. And tell me, I did cut down my potatoes. They were all falling over. And how long should I leave it like that? It's been a week. Should I leave that for a few weeks and just let it continue to grow the potatoes, or what should I do? I'm not a farmer. And another question I do have is I planted some gypsy broccoli. I don't know anything about that. I got the plants, but I will show you. Now the cauliflower isn't going to do anything I got, but there is, let me see if I can get that here. I don't even know if I can find it. Okay, let me go out. And let's see, right? Can you see that? No, I don't think you can. Right there you can. There's one little tiny spear of broccoli. I've got one over there. And I have one. I've got 3 of them. But that's about as big as they're growing. And should I pick them? I don't know what to do. And like I said, all these other ones are not doing a thing. Nothing. So should I just give up on it or what? Anyway, questions. And there's all my beans, and I gotta lower that because I know that's pretty hard to see, but my beans are starting to come, so I know within another week I'm gonna have a lot more. I picked a handful today, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for what I can get from my garden, which isn't a lot because I just grew potatoes and a few things, beans a lot. So I will leave you now. I know this is blabbery. If you'll forgive me, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's talk to one another. Okay? Have a great and wonderful day. God bless.